What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a full Pokeball team. Make sure you leave your team suggestions in the comment section below. Highest thumb up comment will be the winner. Right, so there's like a crap load of suggestions for this team. I picked out the ones that would make up a PU team and I thought that'd be pretty fun. Also, if I do sound really tired in this narration, I am. I played about 14 hours of tennis in the last 2 days over the weekend, so I am knackered and I'm pretty close to going to sleep. Okay, anyway, let's get going. So before I actually went to play on the second day, I had a couple of battles, and this was probably the best one that I had. So, as you can see, the Pokemon are named after the balls, or as they look like the Pokeballs. Right, so I'm running a Choice Specs. This is a 4th gen Lunatone here, and that does some fairly good damage to Quidladin. It's fairly bulky in defense for sure. Okay, so they're going to swap out there. I just went for Ancient Power again because I'm locked into that. Primpnite's going to come up here. So I'm guessing that'd be the Everlight core, so that'd be like more special defensive, and the Quidladin would be more defensive. Okay, so I don't really want to stay into that matchup at all, like Scald and stuff is going to be really annoying. So I thought, let's go into my Parasect here. Now I've got a Feck Spore on this thing. It's going to go for the Toxic here. Now I do have a Heal Bell user on my team, so that's not going to be too much of a problem. Okay, so here I've got on this one, I'm running the Leech Seed, Synesis, X-Scissor just for some general stab there, and the last move escapes me. I'll remember it in a second. Okay, so Quidladin's going to come in, obviously thinking I'm going to go for a Spore or something, so I already called that one, so I just went for the X-Scissor there. It doesn't do too much, I'm running everything in health and defense there. I was like, well, it's probably going to have Synesis, but I'll stand just in case it doesn't for some strange reason. And anyway, so I just went for that. It's going to use Synesis, and that's going to, yeah, I pretty much can't do much to this thing at all, so I'm going to have to swap out here. Right, I nearly gave it Aromatherapy, but I had, as I said, I already got like Heal Bell on one of my other Pokemon. So I need to get past this thing with something else. Now I had to pick Electrode because it looked exactly like a Pokeball. I mean, it's I had to pick that one, and I thought Parasect and Lunatone were pretty cool picks too. And you don't see Parasect very often. Okay, so Quidladin's going to swap in out of there and going to Articuno. Now this thing is going to absolutely wreck me here. It was actually quite strong against a lot of my team members. So I went back into Lunatone here, which was my best bet. I went for the Ancient Power again. Now it's going to go for like running a physical set that does like well over half my health. So that's not good. I'm not sure whether it was banded at this point. I don't really know. I was running max health, max special attack, modest. Okay, so Nidorino comes out here. I went for the Ancient Power. I know this is going to do loads to it. In case it's like an Everlight variant, it won't. Sucker Punch actually misses there with the Hustle. I'd say that definitely would have taken my Lunatone out there. So very unlucky there with the Nidorino there with Hustle. Good old Hustle miss. I really do hate them. Okay, so Kadabra's going to come out here. I know that there's going to be like a Shadow Ball or Energy Ball or anything like that that's going to take me out. I just kind of just stayed in there, and I wanted to swap on Kadabra there, so I was happy to let Lunatone go there. Below half health and very average speed there. Right, so into my Electrode here. Now, I was thinking I could go for a Volt Switch here, or I could go for straight out T-Bolt. I knew that either wouldn't kill. It's got a reasonable special defense. Okay, anyway, Articuno comes in, which was interesting there. I thought Quidladin may come in there to tank that, and then again, it didn't seem very specially defensive. Okay, so I was happy with that result. Now, here I went into my Dusknoir. Now, I'm running a interesting Dusknoir here. I'm running a max health, max attack Dusknoir. I was meant to have a Frisk one, but I didn't quite have that one at this time. So I've got Power Up Punch, I've got Shadow Sneak, I've got Destiny Bond and Trick Room. I don't know if they predicted my Power Up Punch there, but if they did, that was a good play there. So here I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak. I know this is going to be Everlight, like a lot of these Pokemon are Everlight. So that does like a lot more than I thought it would. So I've got the Lumberry on here. So I did call the Will-O-Wisp coming too. It does have stuff like Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Trick Room, Energy Ball, those sort of moves, Pain Split, all those kind of things. Okay, so I thought, bugger it, let's go for the Shadow Sneak again. I do have Mordino to heal up that, and then it goes for the Pain Split there, so it gets a lot of its health back. Dusknoir itself doesn't really have too much health, but I did give it max health, so it did get a lot back from that one. Okay, so I went for the Shadow Sneak here, and that does decent damage. I knew the Will-O-Wisp would be coming, so I thought, well, I can go for the Shadow Sneak next turn and maybe take it out, or I can go for the Trick Room. Sorry, I just need a drink here. Okay, so my throat is really sore from calling out tennis scores today. Yeah, if you play tennis, you know what I mean. Right, anyway, so I'm going to set up the Trick Room here. I wanted that just for something on my team. Anyway, I've set that up, and I thought, well, I wasn't sure if it's got like Shadow Ball or anything like that. So I just went for Shadow Sneak anyway to try and take it out. I knew that I wouldn't be able to take it out with the burn from that range, and it's going to take me out here with a Hex. I thought it may have used that a little bit earlier on. I was only running max health, so it wouldn't have nearly been as bulky as it was. Anyway, so that's my Dusknoll down. There's not too much I could have done there. I mean, I could have gone into I do have the Ordino as my last Pokemon. I could have gone into that, but I just wanted to do that. I don't know. I was quite in a rush when I was doing this battle. Anyway, so I'm going to bring a Marrow here. I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet there, and that's going to take the Lampent out, which is cool. Alright, so Kadabra comes out, so I was like, okay, well, this thing probably definitely has Focus Sash because I've got the Trick Room up there, and it does. I'm going to go for the knockoff, and it's going to get that, and I was like, okay, I wonder if this guy's got, like, Counter or Energy Ball, and it does have Counter that, so Magic Guard and, Focus Sash run very nicely on Kadabra, and as well as Life Orb. Okay, so that's down. I did troll a lot of people with that Marrow. It was quite fun. The old Sap Sipper. Right, so anyway, I'm going to go for the X-Scissor here. Since Trick Room's up, I may as well make use of that. And I don't know, I guess it was quite a lot of a risk to swap Articuno in, because I could have easily gone for a Spore. I nearly predicted the Articuno to come in there. Right, so I'm expecting the Articuno to come in now. The Trick Room actually runs out there, so this isn't too good. I went for the, I was thinking, well, I could go for Spore here, or I could go for X-Scissor. I just went for X-Scissor to do some damage. I thought that'd be the... Excuse me, jeez. I thought that'd be the best play there. Okay, so I'm going to get Avalanche. I was wondering why I actually got outsped there, so that sucked. That's my Parasect down, but I did predict that anyway. The horrible sort of matchup there. Rip headphone users, by the way. Okay, so I'm getting hit by the spikes there. That's cool. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here. Either of them. I kind of thought Quilladin may come in, so I nearly went for Explosion there. I've got Explosion on this. Okay, so down to my last two pokes. He's down, pretty much down to his core Pokemon there. So I've got Ordino as my last Pokemon. Now I've got Wish, Heal Bell, Toxic, and Last Resort on this thing. I thought Last Resort would be a bit fun instead of like Double Edge. That also, that works pretty well with Regenerate. It's quite standard. So I thought, let's use Last Resort for no sort of recoil there. The only thing about it is, obviously, with Last Resort, you've got to use all three of your other moves. Okay, so this bit here was quite long. So I had to use Toxic against both these Pokemon to sort of like whittle their health down. I knew that I could tank pretty much anything these Pokemon had. And I hadn't actually revealed that I had Heal Bell at this point either. Okay, so Primplups are going to use Toxic on me too. It actually turned out this thing had Toxic and Whirlpool too, so I've seen a couple of Toxic Whirlpool users. They're pretty cool. All right. Also, if you do want to have like a battle against me, I accept battles on my chat, which is in the description of this video up the top. PIMPNITE Pokemon.com/chat. So if you want to have a battle against me, you don't even have to have a battle against me. You can come and chat to me, and I chat to a lot of people there, and we have some good times there. So if you don't want to come hang out there's lots of people. We can get some battles, trades, if you're after some Pokemon. It's a good place to be. We just set up some forums too as well there. Okay, anyway, let's get back to this battle. So Primplups got... I wasn't sure if it had Rest either. It hadn't actually Rest, Sleep, Talk. I was like worried if it did, because I'd have to try and... take that out with the Electrode there. Okay, so anyway, so the Whirlpool does get revealed there on the Ordino, and pretty much this Primplup cannot do too much here. It doesn't seem to has any other healing moves outside of Aqua Ring there. Aqua Ring's a pretty cool move. I actually, on that subject, I actually like to see in the next gen or game, I actually like to see some more like moves like, Ingrain, Aqua Ring. I'd like to see some more like that. Anyway, so last Pokemon is Quilladin. That got the other, what was I going to say? The Primplup got stalled out there by the Toxic. Sorry, I'm really tired at the moment. I'm doing my best here. Okay, so I'm going to throw up the Toxic on the Quilladin, as I just said, twice in a row there. Now, I wanted to see how much Last Resort would do. I know this thing's running really like bulk in health and defense there. I'd say it'd be like Oh, it'd probably be like max attack, max defense, impish, or and there may be a little bit in special defense, but I think it's mainly in defense. Okay, so I was like, well, let's try this out anyway. I've got explosion on here, then I can pretty much just go for the Ordino finish. I get rawed out, so I had raw, Synesis, seed bomb. I'm not sure what it's. Oh, and Synesis. Okay, that's its last move. Right, so all I pretty much had to do here was just wait out this toxic part. Okay, so as I said, I wanted to just swap into my Electrode and Suicide and Explosion, and then finish it off with the Ordino here. Okay, so I've actually been doing a lot of PU battles lately. It's pretty fun. There's well, I do like the fact that there's no megas here or anything like that. So that's you know, and it's pretty diverse, because you can actually use a lot of different Pokemon, you know, than the same old ones, and you can even bring some little cut Pokemon into it as well. Like Maryl's pretty cool, and on this other team you can see a lot of the, you know, it's cool some of the Pokemon they used there. I think I've pretty much used all of them, and the Prinplup and Quilladin make a nice little Everlight core there too. Okay, so I go boom there, and Quilladin is down to its last little legs there, and I'm just going to go into my Ordino here and finish this battle off. Okay, I need another drink because my throat is like really, really sore. Okay, so Quilladin's going to go for the Synesis here and make me battle for another couple of turns. I just went for Wish It. Like, there was nothing I can do. Like, I couldn't go for Last Resort because it would fail because I haven't used all 3 other moves. That's definitely the drawback of having that. Like, a lot of Pokemon that use Last Resort, it's normally like, you know, fake out Last Resort, sort of like Ambipom that would work, and some other ones there. Anyway, so C-Bomb is not doing anything to Ordino, and I'm just going to use Heal Bell there and heal nothing. Ordino is really good. Even the normal Ordino is very, very strong in this gen. Okay, anyway, so that was it for this battle. Hope you enjoyed this one. Enjoy the bloopers.